Well, hello, friends. Today I'm going to work a little tiny bit on my interface builder. And, oh, actually, let me show you um, what I had in mind. So this is what it currently looks like. You can sort of drag these widgets around, and it has, Z ordering stuff that I was working on earlier today. And I would really like to be able to move these guys with my keyboard buttons, like we used to do back in the day. So I thought I would just implement that today. Um, and maybe also being able to tab between these guys so I don't have to click, because I would like to be able to just modify the UI with the keyboard only here. So that's what I thought I would do. So let's see. Just checking that the recording was running. Let's start. So we'll go in the VB form, the Visual Builder Form class. And so the way that this currently works is that, actually I'll tell you, that everything that you see in this interface here that's being designed is an actual running GWidget tree. So these things here are GWidgets, and these are their actual real properties over here. But they also have a sort of wrapper object that is responsible for painting these grabber thingies here for the resizing. Those things are called VB widgets. And those are the things that the VB form will know about. So what we want to do here is we want to be in the VB form, and we want to intercept the keyboard events, specifically the key down event. So this is how you do that. And then we are just going to implement this guy, and we'll say how about we start with the keyboard up, down, left, right stuff. So we'll say, like, if there is a selected widget, then let's see, let's switch event.key. Oh God, what are these? Key up. Let's just like write this quick and dirty just to see how it feels. And selected widget. G widget. So that's the G widget. This is a VB widget, and this is the G widget inside it. And we'll say, like, move by. Oh wait, we don't have that. We have move to, but we don't have move by. Well, that is an oversight if I ever saw one. We're gonna need a move by, because I want that. Dang it. Okay, we'll just write it like this. Or we'll say, I'll set relative rect. And I guess that would just be like position, relative position translated xy, and also the size. Is that cool? No such thingamajig. Set relative rect. Oh, right, because I am not constructing a rect here. I'm just doing something else. Okay, there we go. Like that. Okay, and let's also add a little convenient, or I don't know which one of these is the convenient one, but let's add one of these guys as well. So you can move by either X and Y or by a delta point. Okay, now we'll be able to call move by. So when we press up, we want to move minus M grid size. So that's one of those little dents in the grid. And left and right. course, these are going to be slightly different in the super obvious way that you might imagine. And, oh, oops. So let's see, how do we build this? Sudo.sync and run. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna need to do a little bit of repaint, but the general idea looks good. So let's say, I guess m selected widget dot relative. Is that right? Oh, g widget rect. So I think this would be fine. We'll just repaint the area where it was before, in addition to the area where it moves to. Would that do the trick? No, we still don't do the grabbers. So, okay, let's just update the whole thing and not worry about selective invalidation right now. Because when you're doing a set relative rect on a widget, it's moving within its own parent, right? And then we're telling, when we move a widget, then we update the widget itself, but we don't update the parent. Now, that doesn't seem entirely correct now that I think about it. I guess, let's see, so we're actually changing. So we should probably invalidate the previous rect as well. That would be auto old rect is m relative rect. And then we'll say parent, hold on. If auto parent is parent widget, then parent updates old rect. Yeah, because the old rect still is the previous relative rect of this widget inside of its parent. And then if we have a parent here, then we will tell the parent to repaint the old rect. That's fine. Okay. And I think if we, I'm just going to verify actually that I did that right, but I think that that's the right idea. That's not the right idea. Oh, because I'm not rebuilding libgui. And then I need to relink Visual Builder. And everything is difficult. The incremental rebuild system is still okay to deal with. I got some patches the other day by a guy who was very helpful in removing some of the friction in the userland build system specifically, but of course there's still like lots of friction around the tree. But I really appreciate those patches. So thanks, man. Let's see. So now, yeah, now we only leave those grabbers around because those grabbers are actually painted in the parent, by the parent. And I guess I'm just not going to care about this, so I'm just going to always update for now, and then we can go and selectively improve on these later, but at least we know we have the right idea for the invalidation in set relative rect. So that's fine. And then if we don't have a selected widget, hold on, let's see. If event.key is key code, key tab. So let's try this. If no selected widget, then selected widget is, how about children. What do we have? MG widget now. First, make repair. Okay, so and we actually have widgets. Hold on. Is empty. Right. So if we have some widgets but we don't have a selected one, then pressing tab will cause us to just select the first widget in our widget list. That's cool. And then if we do have one, we should jump to the next one. So how do we do that? Well, these things are sort of, they're not in a list or anything, so they don't know how to find their siblings. So the way that we would have to do this is we just have to iterate through the parent's list of children, or the form's list of widgets. So let's see, for and widgets dot size. And if m selected widget is wait, hold on. We want to iterate through the end and then loop around, actually. So let's see. So for oh, why is this such a struggle bus? Okay. Next widget is m selected widget. But I can't get to the next. Wow, it's a bit late in the day. Okay, hold on. So first we gotta find it. And we just id upper is m selected widget. Maybe I can even do it that way. Yeah. Break. Okay. And then now I is the selected widget. So let's just rename that something better. Selected widget index and parent index. No. Okay. And if m widgets size plus selected widget index. And if it's the same as the size, then selected widget index is 0. Yep. Okay. And then the selected widget is widgets and selected widget index. Make weak butter. Jeez. Okay. And we update. And we return. And we return here too. And down here too. Okay. Was that convoluted enough? Will it work? Find out this and more right now. Okay. That is pretty comfy, I gotta say. I really like it. Man. So this is a really nice way of manipulating this type of interface, I think. That is just so nice. I really loved using Visual Basic back in the 90s. It was just such a pleasant way of designing interfaces. So, I mean, obviously, if you've used it, you totally recognize what I'm going for here. And yeah, this just brings me one step closer to that feeling. So this is very nice. So let's go ahead and commit this. Okay, let's start with the gwidget stuff. Git commit. Wait, let's see what we're committing. So yeah, in gwidget set relative rect, we cache the old rect, and then we update the parent for the old rect to make sure that the parent gets repainted wherever this widget was sitting before. And We also added these move by helpers to move a widget by a delta. And I realize now that I could also write these in a slightly nicer way. Write one of them in a slightly nicer way. I would just say move by xy. There we go. Okay. Then we'll commit that. G widget add move by helpers and make set relative rect update invalidate parent. Yeah. Move by. Yep. What else did we have? Right, so the key down event in the visual builder form for the tab key, we either pick the first widget as our new selected widget, after which we should actually do an update to make sure that we repaint. I guess I didn't actually test that. So let's just see what that looked like if we didn't have it. Yeah, so see, pressing tab, you don't actually, I did press tab, but you don't see anything paint. It's not until we pick a new one. So we got to do update here to make sure that we paint after we've selected a new widget. Come on then, almost there. And tab, look at that. See, selected, very nice. Okay. So key down event, if we don't have a widget, we select the first one. If we do have a widget, we figure out where it is in the widget vector and then increase by 1. If we hit the end, then we start at the beginning again and we make a weak pointer to that new selected widget. We update and repaint, return. Otherwise, if we do have a selected widget and we're pressing any of the keys, then we just move the G widget by a delta specific to the key type. And down here was just declaration of the key down event. Okay, so Visual Builder. Add some keyboard navigation support. Rotating, allows selecting widgets using the tab key and moving them around using the arrow keys. Very nice. Okay. And let's see it one more time. Oh, I should actually tap my way. Okay, let's put these. Ah, oh, so nice. Come on, button. Come over here. It's a little too wide, actually. No, not wide enough. There we go. And you go over here. Okay, very nice. I think that about concludes today's video. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.